At Cornhusker Auto Center, bragging is not our style, but that doesn't mean our customers can't.
Great people, easy transaction, went out of their way to help. Thank you.
Amazing place to buy a vehicle. Great staff all around.
I would recommend Cornhusker Auto to anyone.
Time out!
Okay, it's the last week of the regular season. The playoffs start next week, and this doesn't feel real. It feels more like the Twilight Zone. Well, last week was kind of like the Twilight Zone for some teams. I'll get to that a little bit later, but there are several big games before the playoffs get underway. We're going to start off with some big games last week. Going into the season, I got to admit, West Holt and Creighton was not exactly one of those games that I had circled on my calendar. I thought, okay, we got to for sure cover this game. Both of them came into Friday's game with a 4-2 record, and really this game was as big as advertised. West Holt with a huge 2-point conversion stop with less than half a minute to go. West Holt 33, Creighton 32. No, that is not a misprint. The Huskies are 5-2 on the season. Creighton falls to 4-3. Definitely not something you would have expected at this point in the season. Speaking of things that were not expected, the season really, let's be honest, has not gone quite the way Norfolk Catholic would have hoped. Attempting to build momentum last week against a pesky Stanton team, Norfolk Catholic, which had no rushing touchdowns at all this season, gets 3 of them, along with the defensive touchdown, on its way to a big 42-0 victory. Norfolk Catholic, yes, they're 2-6 with 1 game left. Got a little bit of momentum, hopefully, now going into next season. One game that we did expect to be a big one was Battle Creek making a trip over to Hartington to face Cedar Catholic. Thing is, though, Cedar Catholic got off to a real difficult 0-3 start, countered that with 4 straight wins. Obviously, Cedar is a much different team with an all-state candidate and Jacob Kaiser fully healthy. Battle Creek, however, has had 6 straight wins since a loss to Shelby Rising City in the opener. Let's head out to Hartington for that basically a de facto C2-3 district championship game. Battle Creek got a 29-yard touchdown pass and then a pair of long touchdown drives, take a 21-0 lead. The Trojans roared back with 3 touchdowns from Kaiser, including an 80-yard touchdown catch, but Battle Creek recovers an onside kick and hangs on for a 21-18 victory. Andrew Carlson talked about the competition that his team faced Friday night.
I thought watching them on film that they were the best team that we've probably faced up to this point, to be honest. And to get a win like this, that was a big win. It was seals, I think, the district title for us at this point in time. Was huge for our program.
Elkhorn Valley with a huge win over a previously ranked Neely Oakdale team, and second-ranked Howells Dodge really had to hang on late to preserve a 1 touchdown win over Laurel Concord Coleridge. Last week of the regular season, that means there's a big Thursday slate actually of games. A couple of ranked teams in action on Thursday night. Neely Oakdale heads to 7th-ranked Lutheran High Northeast, and Hartington Newcastle travels to 5th-ranked Bloomfield. A few huge matchups, though, Friday night. I mean, this is honestly one of the better Friday night slates we've seen maybe even all season. At least 3 ranked matchups. Bancroft Rosalie Lions Decatur falls to 3rd. They travel to 2nd-ranked Oakland Craig. 3rd-ranked Wakefield travels to 4th-ranked Wisner Pilger. And a game that, let's be honest, another one of those where you didn't think it was going to be a big game going into the season, but really it blossomed into one of the better ones. 6th-ranked Plainview at number 1-ranked Humphrey St. Francis in a battle of ranked teams. Check out my ratings in Tuesday's paper. Predictions will be in Wednesday's paper. And for all the local sports, just grab a copy on newsstands, or that digital subscription, like I've mentioned, is $4.99 a month. I was working on this script earlier in the week, and I commented to my son, okay, what can we say that's $4.99 that most people probably don't think about? My toys, he said, my toys. So take it from an 8-year-old that his toys cost more than that digital subscription. Until next time, I'm Nick Benish, and thanks for taking a time out with us.